Hey guys, a quick disclaimer before we jump into the contents of the video. The games are just around the corner or have already come out by the time you're watching this, and plus I'm going to be using this in front of the next couple of videos, but basically I made a couple of videos in bulk there just to have content to upload. I'm picking up the games on Friday. I'll be doing a playthrough of Scarlet on my own and a playthrough of Violet, hopefully on the channel. But just to keep in mind going forward, I don't have the final movesets. I haven't seen any leaks. I've heard some updates regarding some moves. I don't know what moves have fully made it into the game or what moves are coming brand new wise. So some of the information in some of these videos and the previous videos that I just put out, looking at you, Golduck, because I found out about Scald after the fact. Some of those moves got cut. Some moves are new that are coming out that might be able to replace them. But anyways, I figured I would just put this out there just to be on the safe side in case some of you are watching after the games have come out and you're like, hey, that doesn't add up. But yeah, anyways, just keep that in mind. So onward to the pre-filmed video that I did before I made this little intro. But yeah, anyways, let's go. Okay. If slaking was spice territory, and now we're entering into meme territory. Tropius. It is a grass flying type that's been around since Ruby and Sapphire. I have a little bit of a soft spot for it, seeing it come back. It worked great in Go. It worked great in Go Battle League, Great League for PvP in Pokemon Go. So I kind of want to see it hopefully do something in VGC. With our grass flying typing, we have a ground immunity. We 4 times resist grass. We resist water and fighting. And then in terms of weaknesses, we're weak to fire, flying, poison, and rock, as well as we're 4 times weak to ice. So you got to keep those types in mind there with Tropius before considering terastallization. You could terastallize it to get around that though. So the 4 times ice weakness, not too bad, at least. Let's take a look at Tropius' stats. We got 99 HP, which is okay. We got 68 attack, 83 defense, 72 special attack, 87 special defense, and 51 speed. I'll be real with you guys. Both of those attack stats are terrible. 68 and 72. And that 72 is not that much of a climb from 68. That's only an extra 4 points. Silver lining, we're not necessarily limited to whether or not we want to be physical or special. Tropius does get a few moves to increase its attack stats, so it's not entirely hopeless. The 51 speed isn't too bad though, because we do have Trick Room as a thing. We also have Chlorophyll as one of our abilities, which doubles our speed. Which, speaking of the abilities, let's just jump into that right quick. We have Chlorophyll, as I just mentioned, and then we have Solar Power. So basically, you get a 50% boost to your special attack so long as the sun is on the field, in exchange for 1/8 of your max HP. And then we have Harvest. So basically, if Tropius is using a berry as its held item and uses that item, you have a 50% chance of recycling that berry and getting it back. And if the sun is active, then that 50% chance becomes 100% guaranteed, which is nice. So, all 3 of these abilities definitely mean Tropius wants to be on a team with Sun, which is great. We know Torkoal is coming back. Torkoal is a natural sun setter with its drought ability. So yeah, we can look into both Chlorophyll and Solar Power for sure. Harvest, I don't know. I don't really know what to do with Harvest because I was looking at Tropius's moves, and while it does get Leech Seed, which is nice for providing a little bit of annoyance to the opponent with getting back some HP, your natural typing and your stats don't really work out to be the bulkiest combination. We get Whirlwind as well, which can force out one of your opponent's Pokemon and switch them randomly, which is okay too, because if you have like an opponent that wants to set up a physical or special sweeper, that's great. Tropius survives a hit, forces them out. Now all the stat boosts and hard work are gone, which is nice. But yeah, I don't really know what else it gets. It does get Worry Seed though too, which is okay because, you know, like I said about Slaking in that video, if Weezing doesn't make it in, at least you have another Worry Seed user. Yay. Yeah, so anyways. So let's take a look at Chlorophyll first. So on the special side, you can run Air Slash for some Flying Stab and Energy Ball. You could do that for a special attacking Tropius. You could go like maybe, I don't know, maybe max special attack, put a little bit of investment into your HP. In terms of your special attack stat for boosting, you can go with Growth, which is nice because this thing raises both your attack and your special attack by 1. And if the sun is on the field, it raises those stats by 2, which is a very quick means of boosting up your power. So that was one thing that I was thinking with Growth there. You could do that. And then if you have the sun on the field too, you're naturally doubling your speed. The magic number to get past a Dragapult is 107. So I have 108 on here because really, yeah, I don't really know. Like I said, this is borderline meme territory, if not straight up meme territory. You do get Dragon Pulse, so maybe Dragapult is really, really annoying and you want to do something like that. You could go Dragon Pulse, get your Chlorophyll, and then hit it. I don't know if that's enough straight up damage to do it, but hey, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You could do that on the special side. On the physical side, you could keep Growth, or you could trade Growth out for Swords Dance and just get a guaranteed physical attack. We're just going to change the IVs on this right quick. Max that out. Take this out here. Swap that. Where's Jolly? Could do that too. You could run Swords Dance. You don't really get a good flying type physical stab, but you do get Leaf Blade. You can go Dragon Hammer for some physical damage there. Dragon hits a lot of things neutrally at least. You could do that. You could consider Terastallizing and going Terra Blast. You could stay Grass and double your stab and then try to hit really hard with Leaf Blade. You could go Terra Fire maybe, and then that way you're not able to be burned, and you can not have to worry about your attack stat getting reduced in power that way. Terra Fire wouldn't be too bad either, because now you're hitting Steel types, Ice types, and Grass types super effectively, and the Steel and Grass types would be resisting your Leaf Blade anyways, so at least that gives you a means of hitting those. So that's what I was kind of thinking with the Chlorophyll idea. And you could even go Terra Flying if you wanted. Go Terra Flying, have physical Flying Terra Blast as an option. That's what I was thinking about the Chlorophyll set. Let's move on to Solar Power, because what I was thinking here is you could run Solar Power. We don't have to care about our speed stat at all. We could go towards the bulk route. We could also put the rest of these EVs. I have 4 on here. We'll just put 1 4 there just to make sure that we're not losing any extra points. Yeah, so anyways, off to that side note here. We can boost up our special attack stat. We can invest into our defenses and maybe do something like this. Try to be bulky, get a growth boost off of the sun to increase our special attack even further. We could run Giga Drain as a means of getting some HP back, in addition to having the Citrus Berry to also increase our HP. And then the other thing too is now that we don't have Chlorophyll and we're slower, we could run Trick Room, which is nice because Hatterene's coming back. Hatterene gets Trick Room. Torkoal is our natural sunsetter. Torkoal also likes to be under Trick Room. We could do something like that. We could run Trick Room. We could have Tropius try to boost its special attack up with growth and solar power, and then try to hit things hard with Giga Drain, Air Slash. Trick Room's on the field. Tropius is one of the fastest things going on there. The grass typing gives us a natural immunity to powder moves, so we don't have to worry about things like Amoonguss going for Rage Powder or Spore to shutting down Tropius. Tropius might actually be a natural counter to Amoonguss, which is kind of a scary thought. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave out on that one there. And then the third Tropius here, like I mentioned, we have Harvest. We could just invest straight up into Bulk. I mean, we get Leech Seed. We get Whirlwind. But as far as Tropius's move pool goes, it's kind of awkward. Like, its stats are a little bit more defensive, but it doesn't really have the moves to necessarily be support. It does get Tailwind, which is nice. Tailwind can double everything else's speed, which wouldn't be too bad from a support mod. You could have like a bulky Tailwind user here in the form of Tropius. But yeah, I don't know. You could maybe consider using Bulldoze or Brutal Swing to hit your partner Pokemon and potentially set off a weakness policy, but I don't know how weakness policy is going to play out in Scarlet and Violet versus Sword and Shield, where Dynamax made everything a lot bulkier, and therefore weakness policy became a lot more viable to get hit with a super effective hit. But who knows? Like I said, Tropius has terrible attack. It could be nice for doing that, but yeah. And the other thing too, I'll just make a note of it because it's on here. I just had Murkrow here as a prankster for prankster Tailwind, because maybe if you really wanted to guarantee you got speed on the Chlorophyll, or even if for some reason you wanted to try Solar Power with speed, you could use Tailwind to circumvent that low speed stat and just try to move faster on the field. But who knows? The other thing too is anything can really go in a regional dex format, so that is a thing. But anyways, guys, this was my thoughts on Tropius. Like I said, I have a bit of a soft spot for it. I want to see it do something in VGC, even if it's early VGC. It would be fun to see. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and if you have any other ideas for Tropius here, let me know. And side note too, I guess if coaching makes it back into the game, we could always go for coaching boosts. But yeah, anyways,